Xindian, Master Cheng Yen receives an update on the restoration of the antique Quran. TIMA volunteers in Kedah, Malaysia form medical team to care for people's mental and physical health. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Jenny Lee. Thank you for joining us. A 662-year-old Quran through Tzu Chi volunteers in Turkey made its way to Tzu Chi in Taiwan. At the year-end blessing ceremony, NTL's book restoration team brought the ancient Quran to Master Cheng Yen. Besides the complicated process of restoration, there was also a sutra adaptation performance at the meeting.
Traveling back 662 years ago, these pieces of paper represent an important Islamic book, the Quran. Through Tzu Chi volunteers in Turkey, this precious ancient book made its way to Taiwan and into Tzu Chi.
送给我，其实要先，实在是很担心，因为纸都看来有的是破掉。
The weak pages took about 2.5 years of restoration. Even an expert says that this is the most ancient book she has ever restored. And the older the book, the harder to restore.
This is the oldest book we have restored, and we had met many challenges. Sometimes when we can't find similar paper materials, it took us a long time to search for it, and it worried us, since we were not able to deliver the book to Master Cheng Yen.
500 pages found progress, as 78 pages are fully restored. During the book restoration process, workers are like collecting puzzles. They must also restore the pages to its original colors. The complicated nature almost made experts quit.
On the papers, because there are a lot of adhesive materials and things that Asian people wrote which sticks onto pages. So when we scrub some areas off, we must put the parts back together. Therefore, we found vendor to do dyeing, and it took them about 3 months to complete our pages.
As Master Cheng Yen arrived at Xindian Jing Si Hall, besides examining the ancient Quran pages, she was also there to witness the sutra adaptation performance in the afternoon. As volunteers displayed organized movements and great energy, the performance amazingly captured Tzu Chi's humanitarian spirit. Master Cheng Yen encouraged Tzu Chi volunteers to copy the model of doing good deeds in order to allow future generations to follow.
我期待各位慈神菩萨们，人人好好的说你所做，做你所说。几十年啦，你们都很资深，什么因缘走入慈济？在这样走入慈济，你接引了多少人？这个过程故事很多，好好的再复讲一次。
Master Cheng Yen said that not to worry about having little power, even a tiny firefly can shine bright. She also hoped that everyone can do what they are best at, allowing the heart of kindness in Taiwan to be displayed amongst the globe.
Master Cheng Yen showed up at Xindian Jing Si Hall, sharing words of wisdom with Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital's nephrology doctor, as they also share stories of patients. Afterwards, Master Cheng Yen arrived at Tzu Chi Humanitarian Center, talking with entrepreneurs and inspiring them to do business in ways that benefit the earth.
I have a patient who had to undergo peritoneal dialysis starting 14 years ago. After a major illness, he was infected and suffered from septic shock.
Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital's nephrology doctor, Peng Jingxiu, shares a story of a patient's near-death experience, as the patient himself started to cherish daily life and practice recycling.
Upon the end of each year, he is happy because he has a chance to see Master Cheng Yen and receive the red envelopes of blessing and wisdom. This means he can go through the next year healthily and safely.
10 years ago, I officially joined into the family of Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital.
Dr. Wang Yichun has been a vegetarian for 8 years as he promoted vegetarianism during clinical checkups.
A healthy vegetarian diet can slow down the deterioration of kidney function. Many of my patients, after going vegetarian, have a less serious kidney function deterioration. I'm glad to go vegetarian and to discover its benefits to the human body.
病从口入，这个时候呢，也可以发挥医师呢那样的爱惜生命的良能。这爱护动物，奉心好心。
Master Cheng Yen came into Tzu Chi Humanitarian Center, sharing words of wisdom with entrepreneurs.
Climate change is a global issue. People start to think that no matter the environment, economy, and society, abnormality has become a commonality. In the past, enterprises undergo fierce competition, but now we must cooperate to create a sustainable planet.
这一波啦，看袂到，动袂了。好在人人的虔诚、善良的心呐，我向来拢叫人讲，唔免求，唔免拜，你若无做吼，求袂来。
Grasping the moment and eagerly perform good deeds. While we face the pandemic, Master Cheng Yen reminds us to practice vegetarianism and eco-friendliness.
New immigrants from around the world came together for a special celebration organized by DaAi City. Aside from the colorful dance performance, a Tzu Chi volunteer who is also a flower arrangement teacher, Yang Meili, taught everyone how to use recycled materials to make decorations.
This colorful dance performance is taking place on the stage as DaAi City is hosting a special activity for new immigrants, which is lively and entertaining.
Young children can experience and learn something different, such as the items associated with the lives of new immigrants, like their food and their handicrafts.
Mallow skin is now used as a floral vase and is wrapped in a kitchen filter. Tzu Chi volunteer Yang Meili used this opportunity to give more people the inspiration to recycle.
We created a handmade and eco-friendly flower vase. My inspiration is the recent pomelo harvest. Many people are happy to learn this and also eager to get something to eat and take home.
The event shows that despite our diversity, everyone can happily be one big family.
A fifth grade girl in Taoyuan, Chen Rouchen, was inspired to go vegetarian after receiving a vegetarian encouragement card from a Tzu Chi volunteer. In order to fulfill her wish, her parents also changed their eating habits. Even her classmates were moved by her compassion for animals and followed suit.
这是挂彩，你知道吗？这是挂彩，这是煮汤的，平常你比较少看到。
Following her parents to the market to buy ingredients for dinner, Chen Rouchen, who is in the 5th grade, has been a vegetarian for more than a year and a half.
A Tzu Chi auntie gave me a vegetarian encouragement card on which has written 2,443 animals are killed in 1 second. So I think animals are very pitiful. They shouldn't be slaughtered because of humans' desire for food.
Because she cannot bear to see small animals being killed, Rouchen changed her eating habits. To fulfill her wish, her parents will prepare every dish with whole fruit.
Before she became a vegetarian, that was a year and a half ago, she was allergic to many things, and her physical condition was not very good. She needed to seek medical treatment every month. But after she became a vegetarian, her physical condition is getting better and better.
In fact, vegetarian diet will cultivate some good bacteria in our digestive system. This actually enhanced her health, which is different from others saying that vegetarian children will be thin and short or malnourished.
After becoming a vegetarian, Rouchen, who was originally thin, has gained weight and height. Her classmates are also curious about her change.
My classmates often ask me why I must go vegetarian. I just told them that the animals are very pitiful. To make 500 meat lunch boxes, 38 chickens and 1 pig are needed to be killed. After they listened to my thoughts, they said that they would like to go vegetarian with me.
The mother who goes vegetarian with her daughter is now actively promoting vegetarianism, hoping that more people will change their eating habits and become healthier like her family.
Hong Kong Tzu Chi volunteers visit homeless individuals and deliver meals regularly. As the end of the year approaches, they also specifically ask each homeless individual about the daily needs so they could get ready for winter distribution.
The night in Hong Kong is fascinating. In a public pier of Kwun Tong, homeless individuals take shelter with wooden boards. They often get hungry. These volunteers deliver vegetarian lunch boxes and street soup regularly to warm their heart.
It's so cold, but you guys still bring hot food here. We all feel very happy. You also brought us some daily necessities. I'm really grateful of your help.
Worrying the health of the homeless individuals, volunteers remind them to keep warm and also beware of pandemic prevention.
Someone cares about my various daily needs. You not only just give me food, but are also willing to chat with me. It gives me the feeling that we are equal.
There is only 1 month left before the end of the year, so the volunteers delivered meals while also doing a generous survey for winter distribution.
Next month will be our annual winter distribution. Today we went to the Hong Kong Cultural Center to conduct a survey about the needs of homeless individuals, hoping to give them the supplies based on their needs.
Under the faint street night, the homeless individuals look slightly lonely, but with volunteers' care, they will be filled with warmth in this cold winter.
In Kedah, Malaysia, after the pandemic outbreak, volunteers have set up Tzu Chi COVID mental and medical care group. The group is divided into a TIMA team, caring team, and action team. It mainly provides correct medical consultation and epidemic prevention knowledge for patients and their families.
Seeing the numbers keep going up every day, I always thought, what can I do for this society and the country?
Many people did not realize the necessities of maintaining correct safety distance, what they need to do when something happens. So I firstly invited our Tzu Chi brothers for discussion and see how I can really help them.
Hong Guan Li, who serves as the vice chairman of the Parent-Teacher Association, based on the needs of students and parents, set up the Tzu Chi COVID mental and medical care group, inviting a total of 32 volunteers and physicians to join.
I invited a few doctors working in the hospitals and clinics to join. When our caring volunteers encounter some medical problems, we will try our best to find the correct answer so that they can know the right way.
I am responsible for medical care and quarantine SOP. When I get the client information, I will fill in the form, just a simple record, like phone number, the number of people in this family, and how many people are COVID positive, and so on. With the address, we can then deliver vegetarian lunch boxes.
They will send us the address and the navigation will direct us the way, but it won't be so accurate. We still have to find the house number by ourselves. We normally collect the hot meal boxes at 5 and deliver it to the quarantine home as soon as possible so that they can have some hot food to eat.
Volunteers not only keep caring for the condition of the people in quarantine, but also deliver 2 meals a day and purchase daily necessities for them, in hopes that this loving care can relieve their uneasy and helpless mind.
In Malaysia's Johor Bahru, a mother and son from the Teman Daya office have joined Tzu Chi and now are in their volunteer training program. Besides working together on their food stall, they also hope to bring more love to society in their own way.
The sun is not up yet, but Ku Ying Chen and son Lim Hua Hong are already heading out to begin their busy day. Ku is a food vendor at one of the Johor Bahru Elementary's cafeteria and has adjusted her menu to include many home-cooked vegetarian dishes.
The school doesn't have vegetarian options, so we cook 2 or 3 vegetarian dishes each day for the teachers. We have had a very good response, and the teachers liked it very much.
Ku actually knew of Tzu Chi more than 10 years ago.
Tzu's days and office was too far away as I wasn't able to join back then. But then an office was established near me at Tamadanya. So my son and I soon signed up for volunteer training. We hope to complete our training and join the big Tzu family, so we can help those suffering through what we can do.
Learning about the Dharma and spreading the Dharma must be applied to one's daily life. This is the real truth of spreading Dharma.
As the school cafeteria opens up once more, the mother and son are busy with their vegetarian dishes as well as volunteer training.
In the future, I will help the needy and I will continue on this bodhisattva path so I can become enlightened.
I am very happy the opportunity came around for me so I can fulfill my wish. I make time to attend every event, such as recycling, home visitations with the other Tzu sisters.
The two will work together with one goal in mind and not only bring more kindness to the world, but also inside their own family.
To promote vegetarianism and help raise funds for COVID vaccine, Tzu volunteers come up with creative ways to do so. In Kaohsiung, Tzu volunteer Shi Meijing and her husband, Lu Guangwei, have been making vegetarian rice dumplings since 2009 when they were fundraising for Typhoon Morakot. Now that they're fundraising for vaccine, they're happy to put their skills to good use.
The day has just begun and 68-year-old Shi Meijing is already at the special kitchen built to make zongzi in Kaohsiung's Renwu.
The master wishes us to eat vegetarian food, right? We have been making the same vegetarian zongzi for over 10 years. Now we have added some other dishes to inspire more people to join us.
During the 88 floods, the master wanted to build DaAi homes, and that needed funding. So we thought of making zongzi to raise funds.
The year Typhoon Morakot impacted Taiwan, she switched to a vegetarian diet and began making vegetarian zongzi with her husband and other community volunteers. It didn't occur to her that she would still be doing this 12 years later.
We thought of doing this just once a month, but since we're raising funds for vaccines, we've been doing this daily.
Since the start of this vegetarian zongzi fundraising, it has attracted many people to the event.
I saw how hardworking Brother Lu and his wife were, so I thought I can contribute to help them.
Our team is about 2,000 people, since we need to reach as far as Tainan, Taipei, and Pingdong.
Though the couple often work into the night making zongzi, they feel the entire effort is worth it, as it's all for the vaccine fundraising.
According to statistics from DGBAS, 20% of the volunteers in Taiwan are over 65 years of age, the largest proportion of all age groups. Elderly participation in voluntary service can give aging people a positive experience. Today we'll show you the stories of Ke Chunzhi and Zhang Yumei. Let's see their secrets of staying young.
My personality is like I care about everybody's business.
She is always smiling, which is very good.
Originally, I was very timid, so when it came to recycling and saving the earth, I had to learn to drive.
The past 1.75-ton truck, the gear shifted in this position and was broken by her.
I didn't go to a driving training class to study. Tzu's brother taught me how to drive.
She is very good. She has no problem driving. The clothes she wore before suited her well and were form-fitting. Her figure used to be very good. We used to live in this village. There are probably 3 women in the village. As one of the beauties, she wanted to dress more beautifully, not casually, due to doing recycling. Her skirt split several times. In order to carry recycling, she doesn't wear skirts too much.
In the past, when we were collecting recycling, the township office was not doing it. We were the only one to do it.
Doing this, let us forget about our body, and we do it without thinking about it.
While time has passed for decades, and even though their hair is gray, their childlike hearts have not been stained with dust.
Someone once asked me suddenly, "How old are you this year?" And I said I forgot. I really forgot.
He needs to climb up and down, and he has to carry heavy things.
At such an old age, he keeps doing good deeds, showing his outstanding health.
He should be about 60 or 70 years old. When we are old in the future, we don't know if we can do work.
Maybe they are in their 70s. Their spirit is quite good.
Now with the pandemic, some people will just watch TV and they will feel scared going out. Not me, I'm busy all day.
In the early 1990s, I started to do it and do it till now. I didn't know how to do it at the time. I just did it while learning. And if I didn't know, I just did it and asked.
If I give up our work here, we will disappoint a group of volunteers who really like to do recycling. If I go back to Taotuan, these volunteers don't know what to do.
She discovered the meaning and value of her life because of a feeling of being needed. This psychological force drives her and makes her feel that she has a lot of tasks and a lot of responsibility. For the future, this is giving them a long-term goal.
Have you found the secret of keeping young and not getting old?
Doing recycling keeps my body strong.
They drive me. I'm still very young.
Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Malaysia has resumed in-person school. To prevent the spread of disease, TIMA doctors do rapid screening tests for the pupils 2 times a week. Here's the footage. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.